Yep. The crocodile jacks here. We'll call these floor jacks, as it says on them, floor jack. But if you ask somebody what that is, and you say, hey, get a floor jack, they don't know, even though it says it on it. But if you say, get a crocodile jack, oh, okay. Because they call these a crocodile jack, I guess the way they go open and close. Do we need one of those? We need a new one, huh? Because we're going to be cutting a bunch of wood. Which one you like better? So right here, I want to tell you about my experience right there at Far Eastern. And that happened right that moment right there. You heard the beginning of the guy and I shut the camera off. I should have kept it going. Far Eastern's a great place, so what I have to say here does not reflect on them personally, okay? I really enjoy buying from Far Eastern. They have great inventory. They're probably our best choice around this area to go get all kinds of tools that you cannot find in other parts, not just tools. All kinds of stuff that you cannot find at these average building places like Citi Hardware or Wilcon or you know, whatever's in your area. You know, there's Triumph now, there's all these different companies. But Far Eastern is a step beyond when it comes to tools and other type of equipment and things that you need. Pumps, they have probably a better selection of water pumps and submersibles. Submersibles like I brought from the US that slip down a casing. All of that, man, they have it all. They do repairs, they have a repair department on equipment and all. Man, I really like Far Eastern. I do. And they're not all over the Philippines, but there are different branches. So check where you live at and Google it up. Go to Facebook and look up Far Eastern and see if there's one in your area, okay? So now let's go back to this. I've made some videos in the past on Far Eastern and you all really seem to like them. And many of you went to Far Eastern and you bought from them after seeing our videos. And one of the reasons I know this is because, first of all, I had a friend to go to Far Eastern and they were actually using me as a selling point. That him being a foreigner, an expat, an immigrant here, and they seen that, they said, yeah, this is the place that the vlogger, the Texan, buys his tools at. And they were using that as a selling point. They're in the store when he went there that day. And he was here at our house and he told me that story, you know. It was kind of like that was their selling point. Like, you know, buy right here from us because this is where that Texas vlogger buys his tools at, you know. And that's pretty cool, right? And then I've had others that's wrote me messages and stuff and told me that you also went there and bought what you needed at Far Eastern after seeing our videos. So you can see that's a direct marketing for them, right? Also, I have been there in their stores and in their store, actually stores, because they have two branches here in Iloilo. They have the great big one and they have a smaller one out on the edge of the city in another place. Doesn't have near the inventory the big one does, but nonetheless. Now, they have actually thanked me personally, you know, for giving them those shout outs. But on this particular day, Cap, Mok, and myself are there, and we're buying all kinds of stuff from them at the moment. And I'm recording that moment, and this security guard, I seen him coming. He had this expression on his face like he just caught a thief stealing in the store. I mean, he had this hard, just authoritative, demanding, I caught you, look. But he's saying, sir, and there's people all around me, and he pinpointed me out, which kind of embarrassed me, and he's telling me I can't video there. Now, I turned it off right then because I didn't want to go any further than that with it. Thought that'd be it. But he's going to push on, and he's going to continue and get louder with me about recording. I tried to explain to him that it's not a problem for me recording there, that I'm a vlogger, that actually they like me exposing the store for them. Nope. He pushed it hard, and he's going to go to the management and this and that, and like I'm in trouble, like I'm a criminal in that store. He says I can take a still shot, but I can't take no video. And I said, no, sir, it's okay. I'm trying to tell him, and I'll go over, kind of put my hand on his shoulder and like, sir, it's okay, it's okay. They know that I do this in here. Nope. And he's like, you need management's approval and blah, 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 blah. And I said, well, let's go see him then. And he won't take me to go see him. And I go on about, but I start stewing, and I start kind of getting upset thinking about the whole deal, because I'm here to help them. I'm here to help you. I'm trying to help you know where to go find product and to understand what they have available here in this country. I'm trying to help them by getting them customers in there so they do better as well. Maybe even get more product, right? So it's a winner, winner, chicken dinner. I know some of you laugh when I keep using that. But, it's just a win-win. It really embarrassed me. I'm not going to lie. It really embarrassed me. I'm like, man, that just singled me out in front of so many people. The store was busy. Just back behind me was a lot of people lined up at cashiers and all. And, I mean, they're all giving me the look down. Like the Cano had done something really bad in the store. I walked on around the store for a few minutes, and I started to cancel my order with them. I started to tell them I don't want none of that stuff that you're going and pulling from me to buy right then. I was ready just to walk out. It's catch-22 though, because as I said, they're the go-to place to get that stuff, and I need that stuff. So if I walk away, I'm not going to be able to get the tools that I need. So I went and found that security guard. He's still eyeballing me. See if I got that camera back up. Boy, and he looks mad, and he's kind of broken to a sweat, and he's real red, like he is highly angry, like he done really caught somebody doing something wrong. And so I went to him, and I spoke loud, because he embarrassed me, I'm going to embarrass him. I said, so you said I can't, it's got to be with management. I want to go see management. He just stood there. I said, where's the management? Where are they at? You can't record in here. He's just going to stand around. I said, you said I had to have management's approval. Let's go see the management. I said, where are they at? Where are they at? I want you to take me there right now. And he took me there. And we walked out the front. We walked down the street. We walked through a set of glass doors. There was a lady there at the front desk. She was very kind. And he goes to telling her, what's happening. And, he's going to tell her real quick, and he long go. I said, hold on. We're not going to do this. Ramrod me right here real quick. We went to telling her, and she looked at him like, who told you that? Who told you that no one can record in there? And, and her and I went into this conversation, and she was thanking me for what I do there in their store. And really kind and a happy face, a nice person. And a lady stepped out of the back out of another office, and the same thing. When they were done there, I continued my shopping, and he had to stay. And the whole rest of the time we were there, we never seen him. And I tried to talk to him before we left with a lady there, and tell him, and we explained to him, we're trying to help the store. And I told him though, I said, look, if there's a problem, you don't need to be so aggressive. I said, this is the problem right here. You got so aggressive with me. Oh, no, I didn't. I said, yes, you did. And they got cameras there, and they can pull the footage, and they can look at it. Pretty sure it's what they did. And I said, you should walk up to me in a quieter way, because I'm not doing nothing wrong. And say, in a very calm voice with a calm face, not an aggressive face. And say, don't record in here or something like that. But you don't have to single me out and really like I did something wrong. And they agreed on that. they're realizing that this is direct advertisement. Direct advertisement. How much more of a perfect advertisement can you get, right? I'm here in the Philippines. I'm building a home that's being shown all over the internet, with lots of viewers, lots of views, lots of people in the area watching that's looking to build. And I am a very good target market for them. You couldn't go out and pick better advertisement. They should be paying me to do that. I should be getting paid by them to promote their store. And they're getting it for free. And they have somebody like him messing it up. I experienced the same thing at Wilcon before, and the same thing, the upper management at their corporate store apologized to me, asked that if I would continue vlogging in their store, and treated me really good in there. And never again did I have that problem, but once again, it was a hardcore security guard. These are just hired from a firm that is, you can't record in there. I mean, went off on me that day in that store. And they had to apologize to me, and the management apologized to me and made him apologize to me, because it is great advertisement for them, and they know that. They need to have some meetings, and they need to talk to that staff. They really do. But all's well that ends well, because Far Eastern themselves were very good to me, and we went on with business as usual. But that mentality about not recording in the stores, that is a little silly, especially like being a vlogger. Now, I'm also going to put a little bit of the burden back on my own shoulders. Of course, I've had good response out of videoing in their store and in the other stores as well. Citi Hardware, they love me videoing in there. They've never stopped me, ever, never. But they were a little shy about it at first. That's a little term they use here in the Philippines a lot. That's why I use it. A little shy about it, like they're watching me like maybe he shouldn't be doing that. They never come and stop me. But once that James was there, the owner of all the Citi Hardwares, and he was really thanking me for promoting their store and took pictures and stuff and gave us promo material and all that, and said, yes, record in my store, and all. Boy, it was a whole new deal with the employees there then. They were very right up there with me at the camera and not hiding like he's recording in here. I might get in trouble if I'm in the video. There was no more of that. They were ready to be right there and not hiding around the corner while I'm videoing, and helping me and excited to see themselves in the videos and all. What I'm doing here is, like I told them at Far Eastern, and they totally agreed. I'm trying to teach. I'm trying to teach that you expats, you immigrants coming in here that are wanting to build and do these projects, I'm trying to teach you what's available here. That maybe you don't buy everything and try to stuff it in buying boxes and spend all that additional shipment to get it here. That it's here, and you can probably even save money by just buying it here. It helps the economy here. Let's face it, if you love the Philippines, you want to see the Philippines do well. And so that means that you need to help their economy. And that means that instead of spending that money in the U.S. and then just paying a shipper to ship the product here, instead, stop all of that waiting and that chance that you lose your boxes or you lose what you sent and spent your money on and all of that havoc, and just bring your money and spend it here if they have what you need. So I'm trying to show all I can in these videos what's available here. I don't just go do an inventory list, but as I buy things, I share those things, and I share the company names. Get on Google, get on Facebook, and look up these places. and go to them. There's branches. Citi Hardware has 99 stores in the Philippines now. Good job, James. Good job. I ain't talking about me. I'm talking about the owner of Citi Hardware, James. Good job, James. Thank you for all the product you bring. Constantly bringing in new product, sourcing product from around the world, including in the United States. It's great. Great job. As these stores are opening and bringing in new product, I want to go share what's there. Welding hoods. There was a time that I could not get a auto shade or even a regular welding hood in this area around here unless you went and tried to find some obscure specialty shop maybe that might have it. Everywhere that you just commonly go, you couldn't find them. And you can spend and burn up a lot of time searching. So I brought one from the United States, put in a buying box. By the time that box arrived here in the Philippines, things like that changed in the country, and there is auto shade helmets here and welding helmets here now everywhere. Citi Hardware has them. Far Eastern has them. Everywhere has them. Everywhere, all of them. Wilcon has them. All of a sudden, they're here. They're here. There's no excuse anymore. They're here. And the price was as cheap, if not cheaper, than all I gave for it in the US and without the shipping. I can name this on many products. Caulks. When we started this bill, it was next to impossible finding good grade caulk of different types and paintable and construction adhesives and all that in a tube that you put in a caulk gun. Now, constantly, the product is increasing. It's just constantly increasing. And I can go right now and I have multiple choices of like construction adhesives that I've been trying different ones, and they're really good. They're a really good product. Silicone. Now, instead of just one old lousy brand that I can find everywhere, I'm finding a whole lineup. And I'm trying different ones, and some of them are really good. And I haven't showed them on video because I'm giving them a little bit of time to see how they turn out after weeks or months, how they're still holding up. You know, I can't just squirt it right out of a tube and say, oh, this is great. I need to give it time before I say, hey, you know, you might want to try this kind of caulk right here. So it's not an instantaneous thing. But there's caulks showing up here now, and color caulks. That is great that there is color caulks. And there is finally paintable caulk showing up here. They're bringing in the product. They're probably getting it labeled. It's probably some other company with the same brand that we're probably buying somewhere else, even in the US. And they're getting it packaged with their own name and marketing it here and all, because some of it looks very familiar to me. And bringing it in, but the fact is they're bringing it in, and it's not that bad of prices. It's really pretty good. So there's constant improvement here, and this is what I want to share and show on this channel. And I hope that if any of you are watching again from Far Eastern, Citi Hardware, Wilcon, Triumph, which I went to just a little bit, and many others out there, I hope that you can have a talk with your security guards, your management, all to endorse this kind of thing. This is good advertisement. This is good for you, it's good for me, and it's good for the people out there buying. That's all that matters. Everybody, take care, and appreciate you watching this video. Write your comments on it. Write what you think about them being so hardcore about some recording that is free marketing inside of their businesses. See you on the next one.